Marcus, man, let's start off. Where you from, man? What side of Kent you representing?
Everywhere. I grew up everywhere. I'm like the city of Kent, if you ask me. Grew up on the southeast.
Okay.
Raised over there. Then when I say about 10, we moved over here towards Shorb area. Then I moved out towards Ellisdale when I was in my teens, and then we moved back behind like 2nd Street. So pretty much northwest, northeast, southwest, a little bit everywhere.
That's what's up. Like, I love when comedians talk about their family. Like, have you ever had a joke that you said about family where your family was like, "Hey, bro, you gotta talk"?
I don't, kind of. Well, not now to talk, but I talk a lot about my family.
Was they ever like, why you say that?
No, not really. Not really. I say some crazy stuff too. But I try not to be offensive though.
Yeah.
Try not to be offensive with it, but it's true. It's true. So yeah.
Right, you can't.
Like my uncles, my brothers, sisters, kids. Definitely talk about my kids. Like what?
Did they like when you talk about it? Like, did they ever say dad? Like,
Yeah, they don't. My kids don't.
They don't like it?
Yeah.
How old are your kids?
Oh, I got children.
Oh, you said plural.
Yeah, I got children. Yeah. No, I got 6 kids. My oldest is 22. I sound old.
How you got a 22-year-old? You barely look 30.
Yeah.
Hey, man, what the fuck, brother? You know how I go.
I appreciate it. Yeah, so wait. 22, I got 20, and my daughter just turned 18, 2 days ago.
Okay.
Yeah, so we just celebrated her
Good,
18th
man.
birthday. Yeah. Excited about that. Then in 13, 10, and 5.
So growing up in the city, like, did you always have a passion for comedy? Was you trying to figure out what you wanted to do? Did you have like other interests?
Honestly, it's something I always wanted to do since I was a kid. My dad was a comedian, so that's where the interest came in from. And then being around my family during holidays, we roasting each other. And then, but being from Canton, there's no comedy club, there's nothing. So I didn't know how to even start. That was my problem, being from here.
What comedians were you watching growing up?
All of them. The Richard Pryors, the Moms Mableys, like I loved it as a kid, like really liked their comedy. Ellen DeGeneres, like I pretty much watched any stand-up that I could at that time. Because then it was like VCRs and stuff. It wasn't as accessible as it is now with the streaming. So yeah, any type of special, come on, HBO specials, all that.
Man, so you performed at like comedy clubs, you say radio and TV, like what's harder, like making a room full of drunk people laugh or trying not to cuss on live radio? Like, what's harder?
I first say try not to cuss. Especially when I do church shows too, trying not to cuss.
Church shows?
Yeah, church shows.
You want to perform everywhere, huh?
Yeah.
That should be killing you, huh?
Yeah. You gotta, I be very cautious and I take my time. That's what I do.
Have you ever said an offensive joke in church and been like, oh, I should have said that?
No. I kind of, you got to be aware of your audience too.
Right.
I remember it was all white party, and everybody in the audience, it was an older crowd. Everybody's probably like at least 50 plus. First thing I go out there and say, we look like we in heaven. They don't want to think about that.
We all look dead.
Yeah, they close there. They don't want to think about that right now. Like,
Oh, shit.
and it lost them from the beginning. They was like,
It was like, yeah, we can get him off this stage.
I'd have been the one guy in the back dying.
Hey, man.
right. I thought it was funny.
That is funny.
Man. Like, so you've done clean comedy before. Like, what's harder, like keeping it PG or like hard, like you want to roast somebody? Like, what's harder, like keeping it clean or I'm going to roast somebody?
It depends on the mood. I would say keeping it clean. Well, okay, if I'm going to do a clean show, honestly, I don't drink. I don't do nothing. I make sure I have a sober mind. That helps me. That helps. That helps keep it clean. But the roasting, I would say keeping it clean. Yeah.
Keeping it clean is harder?
Yeah, keeping it clean.
Is it harder to write a clean set than a normal set?
No. It really, I tell comedians all the time, just take the cuss words out, and if some type of stuff that might be offensive, just say it a different way.
Okay.
But you can take your time at a clean show. That's the best thing about it.
Yeah.
So I think I would really struggle with that because I got to say fucking make dick jokes.
Yeah, you're not doing that. Yeah.